Greetings, fellow dog lovers, and welcome back to another episode of Dog Fun Fiesta. Today we're tackling an emotion that may sound surprisingly human, but is indeed a part of our canine companion's behavioral spectrum: jealousy. If you've ever wondered how to deal with jealousy in your furry friend, you're in the right place. Let's explore this fascinating aspect of canine behavior and discover effective ways to manage it. Jealousy is a common trait among dogs and can cause serious problems in your home. It can lead to destructive behavior and aggression. Therefore, it is important to correct this behavior as soon as you notice it. So what should you do if your dog is jealous? Fortunately, the news is good, because there are many ways to eliminate jealous behavior. Dog and human communication. It is true that there is a great bond between us and our paw friends. They need us and we need them. When necessary, they can brighten our day with their cuteness when we are unhappy while trying to save our lives as a police dog. However, in some cases, we may encounter difficulties in owning a dog or communicating with dogs. One of these is jealousy in dogs. Among the most common signs of jealousy in dogs: irritable attitude towards a new family member or object, constant barking, toileting in different places, excessive licking, turning in place. Aggressive behavior is included. Dogs have developed a complex communication system that allows them to communicate in a variety of ways, from vocalizations and body odors to visual and tactile signals. They can also interpret signals from other species, such as human facial expressions and gestures. Dogs' ability to understand human movements and commands is a key skill for them to be successful in interacting with humans. They can functionally decipher human emotional facial expressions. That is, they understand whether the face they look at is happy or sad and change their behavior accordingly. For example, they approach an object they find pleasant, but avoid it when the person shows a threatening facial expression: fear, disgust. As time passes, each dog forms bonds with its family members. However, they may develop possessive attitudes towards one person in particular. This could also be an item. To eliminate your dog's problematic behavior regarding jealousy, you will need to pay close attention to him. It is also very important to educate those whose communication skills are not yet developed. You should also have knowledge of dog body language while giving body language training to your dog to let your dog know what you want and what behavior you are not happy with. To develop communication skills, it is essential that the dog has ample opportunities to interact with people and observe them in different situations. This is especially true for puppies who live in close quarters with their litter mates and are exposed to the same people for long periods of time before leaving the nursery or home. Possessive behaviors. When a dog displays possessive behavior, it is an attempt to protect something they believe is theirs. This can include food bowls, toys, sleeping areas, and even their owners. Sometimes the behavior is not as threatening as a growl when you approach, but it is important to be cautious. No matter who you are, you may encounter aggressive behavior. Living with a possessive dog can be a frustrating and stressful situation, but it's important that you learn how to recognize these behaviors before they turn into aggression. The good news is that most dogs can be helped to break this behavior with simple training. The first step is to determine whether the behavior is possessive, jealous, or protective, and then decide on a course of action to help your dog change his behavior. If you think your dog is possessive, he needs to be retrained and desensitized so that he no longer feels the need to protect things. If your dog is jealous, he needs to be retrained so that he no longer feels the need to compete for attention with other pets or people. This can be done through positive reinforcement and obedience training. In some cases, the behavior can be corrected by teaching them a leave-it command and replacing the coveted object with something else that is less important. This can be a treat or a toy, but it should be something they will enjoy more than the item they are protecting. This can be done by allowing your dog to have two equally loved toys and then telling him to leave it. Do this over and over for several days or weeks until you learn to no longer approach the toys if they are not dropped. Whether your dog has just met your family or has been with you for years, it can be hard not to get jealous when it comes to changes. Introducing a baby, moving to a new home, or changing your schedule can trigger jealous behavior in dogs, but there are things you can do to stop it. If you notice that your pet is showing signs of jealousy, the first step is to try to determine what is triggering their behavior. This will help you prevent unwanted behavior in the future. Lack of resources, social conflict, change of environment, or even the addition of a new member to the family can cause jealousy in pets. The best way to stop these behaviors is to provide your pets with their own space and give them equal attention and treats. You can also keep a record of the circumstances that set your pet off. This will help you better understand the problem and allow you to share the information with your veterinarian or an animal behaviorist. Another thing to keep in mind is that your pet may be experiencing jealousy due to a medical condition. For example, if your dog or cat has a painful medical condition such as arthritis, they may show aggression to express their discomfort. Your dog may become anxious when around another person and growl at them as a result. If you notice these symptoms in your pet, it is important to go to the veterinarian immediately for a thorough examination and diagnosis. Dogs are pack animals, and jealousy is one of the most common causes of conflict in multi-dog households. The key to reducing the likelihood of this type of behavior is to give all your dogs equal attention and a fair share of training. The first step to preventing this problem is to ensure that all your dogs receive adequate attention and a fair share of treats and toys. This is especially important when you have a new dog at home. In addition to your pets, you can use toys and bones to keep your dog busy when meeting a new partner or baby. You should keep your dog at a distance during the meeting and never leave it alone with your baby or a stranger. Once you have resolved the cause of jealousy and realize that your dog is jealous of something, you can direct his attention to a different direction. This may seem like a temporary solution. However, he will be happy that you are paying attention to him. The game is enough for distraction. To help your dog get rid of jealousy, you should focus on rewarding good behavior. This can be as simple as offering treats or rubbing your dog's belly when they're behaving well. You should also not ignore bad habits. For example, if your dog tugs at you when you walk him outside and gets jealous of another creature, this is a bad habit that needs to be kicked from the very beginning. When your dog starts walking politely and comes back to you, reward him. This will help him learn that walking isn't a bad thing and that it's okay to be close to you. Another way to prevent jealousy is to have scheduled training sessions with your dogs. These sessions should be short and spread out throughout the day to prevent them from becoming boring or frustrating for your dog. During these sessions, give your dog treats and praise for exhibiting desired behaviors. This is a great way to train your dog and will also motivate him more to continue training. The key to successful training is to make sessions fun and interesting for both you and your dog. Keep sessions short and try to work on a single command or behavior per session. This will help your dog focus and learn new commands quickly. Add games to sessions to make training more fun. This will not only teach your dog new behaviors, it will also help him enjoy them more. This will help you build a relationship with your dog, giving you both more opportunities for bonding and relaxation. It will also help your dog get used to spending time with you and your family. If your dog is jealous, it's important to ignore these behaviors and focus on your puppy's good habits instead. This will make them feel like they're getting what they deserve, and it won't be as rewarding for them to exhibit these bad habits. Provide cushions, containers, toys, and a place for your dog to feel safe when he is bored or disturbed by something. For this, if there is a garden or a shed, a bed is sufficient. It's also important to remember that your dog has a personality. So be sure to keep the family connected by getting their input on the most important decisions in your home life. Creating an environment where everyone can have a say can go a long way to improving your relationship with your pet. This will contribute to the disappearance of jealousy. You should plan for your dog to socialize with other creatures in the environment. You should not leave them alone while helping them bond. You should try to reward your dog for good behavior. This may include giving them treats, playing with them, or going for a walk. These actions will show your dog that you care about them and want to keep them safe. It is important to include all family members in dog activities, including meals, walks, training, water, and playtime. This helps all family members bond with your dog and have positive experiences together, preventing jealousy. Sometimes dogs become attached to one person in the family, typically the person who feeds and walks them. This can lead to tension between the two and result in aggressive behavior. If your dog gets jealous when someone else is around, it may be a good idea to cut off access to the room where that person is hiding when they are home. This way, he won't feel as comfortable in that space. He will also learn that it is safe for him to be with the whole family. This is a process that can take some time, but with consistency and patience, it can help your dog learn to share. Once your dog learns to share, he will be much happier and less likely to get jealous. Then, you can focus on helping them learn new skills that will make them happy in their new home.